welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training every day at this time. So this is FMTrain.tv. I'm Richard Carlton, creator of FMTraining.tv, and if I press the button right here, we got Christian up there in the corner. Christian, just entertain yourself for a moment. He's very bored. If you go to FMTraining.tv after a short moment when the DNS fires, we get our website right here, and you can see that today is day 2 of a broadcast awesomeness with Christian Schmidt. He'll be covering day 2 of the MBS plugin, importing images, doing scanner-related stuff, pretty interesting stuff. And then, of course, tomorrow starts 2 days of Nick Hunter. Then Monday next week, we got Calvin Mosevin, and then I'll be back on Tuesday broadcasting from Dallas, Texas, our office there. And then the dark side of FileMaker value list with Nick Hunter. So I don't understand the dark side of that, but maybe it will be ugly and nasty. I just don't know. So it should, anytime you see Nick, it's always advanced training. We put the word advanced in here, should be in here. I don't see the word advanced over there, but it should be there. So every day at 1 o'clock, we're doing this free live stream broadcast, but FM training is a lot more than daily live streams. We have complete video training courses. In fact, we have so many video training courses that we have to put them into a bundle. So it's like Christian Schmidt. Once upon a time, Christian Schmidt sold every individual function call separately for like $1, right? And he got to the point where he had 6,000 some hundred functions, and it was like $6,000 for a license. It was just too much. So he bundled all his functions together into a single product called the MonkeyBread Plug-in, which is super inexpensive, right? Super inexpensive. You're paying probably, what, 2 or 3 cents per function call or something like that. It's really cheap. And so, yeah, probably 2 or 3 cents per function call. So it's amazing. In fact, just as a testimony, so once again, if you want to support the channel here with FMTrain.tv, purchase the complete training bundle here. As a reminder, if you purchase the complete training bundle, you get the certification training, which is over here, which is really, really great. Now, let's talk about Christian Schmidt's product. So if I go to MonkeyBread software and I do a search, you get this like goofy looking logo here with a monkey thing on it and a bunch of words that you can't read because you don't speak German. And I click over here, and we're on the English website, although it says .de on it, but it looks like it's an US English website, which is awesome. And this is his product right here. It's really great. It's one product of the year. So, for example, let me reenact a live reenactment of what happened this morning on at RCC. Right. So this is a typical thing. So I'm going to my engineering thread. It says, has anyone know a way to get the metadata off an image in a container field? Have a customer is putting their own tags in Lightroom, and they need to be able to read them in FileMaker fields. And I said, well, we covered it loosely yesterday in the live stream, MonkeyBread. And he goes, well, that's Mac only. I go, well, Christian Schmidt, I told him, replied, was cross-platform. Everything yesterday was cross-platform. And he goes, well, not according to their documentation. So well, I'll ask him. So why don't we tell me what to ask him? So he gives me what to ask him. And this is what he says. Is there a way to get IPTC metadata off a photo in a container field? And I need this to work on Windows. And one of my other engineers went to the MonkeyBread plugin website, and there's so many functions in here that Garrett actually couldn't find it among 6,893 functions. So it took another engineer to find it. So actually the problem with MonkeyBread, not that it doesn't do it, it's just finding the shit you need. So it's like you need like a special Dora the Explorer version to find the functions that you need. So after a little bit of haranguing, we got into this thing where we're looking at this image right here, and it has all this extra, this metadata that's put in here for whatever reason by the customer. And so we get it out with MonkeyBread. So that is a practical application of MonkeyBread within RCC. And the funny challenge is, once again, navigating 6,893 functions that he has, right? So Christian Schmidt, congratulations on having a great product. It's so awesome and so big that my engineers can't find what they're looking for. So there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Backhanded compliment. Wham.
So,
all right. Well, yeah.
I can tell you a story. When we started making plugins 16 years ago, we sold it in components. So we had about something like 10 parts, and you could buy the web viewer or maybe some system functions, some file functions, some utility functions, some graphic functions. And we saw that everyone just bought one part. They bought what they needed. and left out all the other stuff. So 2 years in, we made the decision, when you buy one part, you get everything.
Which is better for them because they're going to end up needing other parts. And it's not like we're forcing people to buy they don't need. It's actually a great, if you solve one mission critical business problem, it definitely pays for itself. It's easily worth the money. That being said, there's other stuff in there that Garrett just didn't know about, and now he found it. So now he solves a problem with the customer, and he looks like, a rock star. Customer goes, well, on my other, this is what always happens. Can you go find this for me? Can't find it. He finds it, comes back, and the customer goes, well, the other developer said it couldn't be done. Garrett, you must be a miracle worker. You walk on water. You must be like some sort of religious, godlike figure, right? So we must hire you. So if you want to be hired and can be considered a god by your customers, just use MonkeyBread. Are you ready to go, Mr. Schmidt?
Yeah, and first let's invite everyone to join our database live on the server so you can see and use the functions we will code.
All right,
today.
so let me try that real quick. So I'm going to go open, host, and then it's so it's stream.
Viewer.
Yeah. You have to go show host, and then stream.addrcc.com, and there should be one file there. Double click, and then it's going to be viewer, and then view, and then we're going to get this file, Margaret, at the end of today. We're going to get it posted, right? We want to get
Yes,
the file. That would be great. So I'm going to hit sign in, and that didn't work. Oh, it's case sensitive. Capital VIW. That used to be a certification test question. The account name is not case sensitive. The password is case sensitive. And there it goes. All right, so I am in with your big hunky and love a monkey. Love a monkey right there.
Yeah, our best worker here.
Yeah, your best worker there, right on. Okay, yeah. Cool.
So we are back on the blog, and yesterday was here scanning with Windows. And
scanning with Windows, yes. Okay, good.
Yeah. And today we look into the webcam with our AV recorder functions.
Okay, cool.
So I already launched Windows here, and let's just go into it. In the document, I'm sorry, I forgot to fix the links. So AV recorder, that is. So the first thing we do.
Oh, hang on, go back to the top real quick. Let's just do this. Yeah. So everyone ready? Check. No, and no one cares about that one. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't make sense to run it on a Linux server. So, but we find here the init function. So this time it's an init function where we can initialize the whole thing, and the plugin starts to look for cameras and microphones, and we can then query information. But let's start simple by making a script to initialize.
Okay.
So again, you can open the database on Mac and Windows and use whatever you like to code. And I will just make a little initialize screen. Webcam initialize. So set variable, MBS, AV recorder, init. So not sure why I called this init, and yesterday I called it initialize. You never know. So this starts a new recording session. And once we have a session, we can look for cameras. So let's just run it here. Nothing happens. And we go to the data viewer. And you could code this. You could have some function to query here the device count. We need a video device.
Is it get video device? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, there's get video, right. But there's a count. There's a count. There's a count. So the first thing is we want to get the count.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, I forgot. The first mistake for today. So this doesn't session ID.
Ah, yeah. That would be why it didn't stay. Okay.
So I just run it, and on the data viewer we should see the ID. Yep.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. So now back to the other function.
Okay.
Plus, and we can just put in the session ID.
Okay.
Sorry. I just got two devices on my Mac. And
okay.
Let's go to Windows, right there. So the script. Look on the data viewer. There it is. We have a session ID. And we have one device here.
One device on Windows. Okay, great.
Yeah, makes it easier. So we want to know the name of the device. So we can get a few properties here, like the name.
Okay.
So that's something you may want to put in the user interface to actually take a look on. So this was dollar session ID, and I think first device, and then the name. And this is the VMware Virtual USB device. Let's do this on Mac. And there it's a FaceTime camera.
Okay.
So, built in.
Okay. Okay, got it. All right, so now what are we doing?
So we got a camera. We may want to pick the camera. Okay. So you could write some user interface for that, but I will just pick the first camera.
Okay.
So set video device is a function for that.
Okay.
So you see there are parameters, the session and the device, which could be the name, the ID, or the index. So once again, you could have some preference table.
Okay.
You could store the ID or the name of the camera you like to use for the next time when you come back. So I'm just setting the first camera here. So maybe we just put that in the initialize script. This was $session ID 0. So this would initialize it and pick the first camera. Maybe I just add something here like if MBS AV recorder device. What is it? Video device count. Session ID is 0. Dialog. Spy camera. So, next thing is we would want to show a preview of the camera, like show the picture to the user. So we could make a new layout for that. Let's say I make a new layout. Here, webcam, computer, form. Yeah, show me. Yeah. So again, we could have our stored picture there as a container, and we would have the picture from the webcam here as a nice preview. And for that, we will use a plugin function, of course. And for that, we have something like, where is it? Start preview here. Now, add preview to with control. That's a newer one. So the plugin can put a preview of the live picture on the layout. And to specify where on the layout, we don't like to use coordinates anymore. We prefer to just pass in a control name.
Of the object on the layout? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a layout object. So I would here go and look for here with Angel and say, this is a nice place for a picture. So this is just a box. It doesn't even need to be visible, so I could just hide it here always.
Okay.
Doesn't need. It's just for the plugin to ask FileMaker for the coordinates.
Yep.
So let's call it, let's say, preview. Exit layout. Yeah, save, please. So we got a nice layout. Go back to the script workspace. That is. So let's go to this layout. It's useful to go there. Webcam. So now FileMaker may render the layout. If you would ask the plugin now for what's on the window, it wouldn't see it because FileMaker defers creating the user interface until the script is finished or has a pause. So you may notice that you can go to a different layout, create record, fill them, go back to the original layout, and you don't see it on the screen.
So what do we need, like a 1/10 of a second pause here? Is that what we need?
Yeah. A little pause to ignore the screen. Pause to actually show the new layout. So
yeah, you're forcing FileMaker to render the layout to get caught up, and then you're going to take advantage of that. Okay, good.
And layout, you should always make sure you're on the right layout. So, yeah, I've seen so many scripts on, especially running on server, where there is no default layout.
Hey, that's only on the certification test like 5 times. The context on server, PSA, so yeah. That's like all over the test.
Let's make another set variable. Going back here, so this is $session ID. Ooh, that is too much here. So the window reference is, you could tell the plugin which window to use exactly. I usually just say 0. 0 is first window.
The current window.
The current window. The current window. Yeah. Control name was preview. Sure if it's case sensitive. So, hey. If you don't put in a variable name, FileMaker ignores it. So, doing it all over again. Oh, it saved it. Okay, we got a preview. Well, let me just try. Something is missing. Something is missing, and that's a start preview. So, yeah, just add it to the script. You may have noticed that we already created several sessions on the way, which for development is not uncommon.
Hey, hold 1 second. Hold before you jump off of here. So we go to we set the video device, then we go to the correct layout, we pause, then we say recorder add preview with control, and we target the current window, and then we're going to start. So this is like telling it, like set it up or prep it or get it ready, and then this is like go. Is kind of what that is.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yep. Okay. So this is like a config or prep, and then this is execute. Okay.
Yeah, well, we have to tell it where to go.
Right.
And I think besides start, we may have a pause. No, close. We have a close preview, so you could stop the preview.
Okay.
So I created several sessions already. For development, that is normal. It will just use a few bytes of memory.
Okay.
But I'm not caring much.
Okay.
So.
Holy, that's amazing.
Okay. So we got a live picture here.
Okay.
Let's try it on Windows.
Yeah. We like Windows people. We want Windows people to feel like we love them and we value them, which would be a lie, but I want them to feel like that anyway. There it goes. Yay.
That's so cool.
Now, but that's a preview. It doesn't really mean. So now we have to like take a snap of it
That's
or
my Mac
something, right?
version.
A
So
snapshot.
there's a Mac version, and you see they picked different cameras.
Yeah, which was perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. All right, so then so then we did a snapshot and save it in a container.
So everyone can put on their favorite FileMaker t-shirts from the
Oh,
conference.
there's very G rated, very G rated,
Yeah.
very G
So let's
rated.
take,
So we're
we
gonna have
need a picture.
Peter Geen says miracles do exist. Woohoo! Uh, all right, so we're gonna have a contest now, everyone. Where you have to, we're gonna code the image capture, still capture. We're gonna do it, and then once that's going, everyone is going to pose with something that is safe for work. Do you understand? Okay. David Angel, that goes for you too.
So we could use here capture still photo function to get a picture. Yeah.
So everyone's logged on. You remember the login? We talked about the login a little bit ago, how to do it, right? Yes, you logged in, FileMaker 19. You have the plugin installed because we've already covered that a couple times. Is the plugin still in there currently right now?
Yes, it should be.
Let me check that real quick. I'm going to check it. Everyone disregards it. Live stream.
So I'm not leaving the layout because that would remove the view and then you have to initialize again.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like the plugins are in there. So what you do, for those of you wondering about this, if you don't have the plugin installed, you come to the plugin layout right here, right? And you're going to go to the Mac version, you hit install, or you're going to go to the Windows version and hit install. Okay? Yes, everyone? Webcam.
So cool. I make a new script, webcam, take picture.
Okay.
Something where we could put a button there later. So that would be something like set table. Oh, this is getting slow. A lot of people are on the server.
So, well, yeah, they have to. What you're going to have to do is people will start saving pictures to it, I assume. Hopefully G-rated pictures, but yeah, I mean, this is the best kind of you're coding it in real time, and people get to participate in a clean, family safe way, right? So, Peter says it's a Russian cyber attack. Yeah, I don't know if the Russians would go after the Germans. I don't know. They're back and forth over there.
So we may have got a picture. Okay. Let's say if this worked, it's always good to have some error checking.
Okay.
Oops.
So you're looking for so an error for you is a 1, is that, or is it a 0? What is it?
Yeah, that's just a flag.
Oh, I know.
So it's either 0 or 1, so we can.
But what is an error? Is it a 1? Because in FileMaker, a 0 is okay, and anything greater than 0 is an error, right? So
state of last function in same script, 0, no error. 1,
thank you. Okay,
so that's error.
Okay,
so
great.
You can always just write this is error function,
okay,
which is very handy, and it's thread aware, so on the server it will work with several scripts running in parallel.
Okay.
So we got an error.
Okay. Cool.
Dialog.
Dial phone, perfect. Siri.
Image. Sorry. And below we make let's say a new record. So a new record, we set field.
Okay.
Image.
And don't forget your commit.
Well, I'm on FileMaker Pro. I wouldn't even need it. But so let's put in description. This is webcam. And I think it's a good thing that the server forces me to be a little bit slower than usual.
Yep, it's
Okay,
good. Good. Are we ready?
let's try what happens. I'm not sure if the picture will stay. Oh, this is Windows already. Okay. So I just click here on take picture. Oh, I get a coffee mug. But there's a picture on the bottom. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's kind of ugly, but yeah, we can make that better.
There's my Windows. Here my Mac version. But I like to show you that it's cross-platform. So uploading a picture takes a while. Oh,
There it is.
It got there.
Nice. This is very slick. So let me bring this up over here. So we have our, let's see, pictures here. So there's Christian Schmidt, Mother Christian Schmidt. Okay. Okay, those are the scans from yesterday. Okay, great. You going to put a couple buttons on there for us real quick so people can try it?
Yeah.
That would be great.
So I added the layout. And FileMaker just throw away my view. So FileMaker doesn't know about it.
Yeah. So yeah.
So if you enter the layout, you may want to have the plugin put in the control. And then if you leave the layout, you may want to have it removed.
Well, do it so people can kind of, so they can try this. Otherwise, if you make it too hard, they're not going to be able to make it work.
Yeah. So let's see. I'll make a take picture button.
And then we need a turn on preview button, right? I guess, or something like that. Or
yeah, I think we will make a button to go back. And if you go to this layout, we will run the other script. So we will have a webcam cleanup script.
Webcam cleanup, yep, that would be good.
Yeah, something like this. So let me just create one. Webcam cleanup. Got this later. So this is connected already or not? Yeah, FileMaker.
I don't know if you connected that or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like I did. So
basically, you have to start the preview. You see the preview, then you have to press the button to snap the picture, and then you have to have another button that's going to kind of shut down the preview. Because just because you snap a picture doesn't mean the preview stops. Now, in most applications, right. So
we have a release function which cleans up everything.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So it removes the preview if you have still one, and it also stops the session.
Okay.
So the video camera is freed again, and you can do your other chats.
Session and what ID, right? Yeah.
And it's also a good thing to get.
To zero it out. Okay.
And now we may go to layout. That's a live stream layout.
Okay.
So, okay. So I can click back. And now I need a button here.
To initiate,
Yeah. So live stream.
Yeah, Margaret, we're going to want to get this file to everyone, right? And in order to do that, we will need to make sure that we fix the privileges so they can get into the scripts and stuff, right? So
yes, no, fix privileges, remove the MonkeyBread things and then.
I wouldn't remove anything, right? It's
You can remove a few of the pictures and maybe the plugins to make it a little bit smaller.
it'll be a zip and they can download it. I'm not terribly worried about it. All right. Did you call your initiation script?
I just wonder, anything not working? So initialize. So video device, go to layout, pause.
Do we
Doesn't
need?
matter. Should not matter. Maybe the pause is not long enough.
Could be, yeah.
This is a hosted solution. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
No, I would have
Are
to
you calling the
debug
right
this.
script on that? Take picture? Well, no, on the other one. Whatever, the back.
No,
Yeah.
this one.
What script are you calling right there?
Webcam initialize.
Yeah, it is the right one.
Yeah, it's the right one.
Okay. Well, this is a good debugging exercise because we all going to run into this. We need to know what's going on.
Yeah. So let me just make sure let's try on Windows. So we have here our logging, and I can again use the trace script to start logging here.
Okay.
And now I can click the button and see what happens. And it works.
Now
yeah.
it works that time. That's interesting.
So we see which plugin functions are called, and we see they are returning OK. And so it works. And I can click Take Picture.
And then copy cut.
Yeah, I see it worked. It returned something.
Okay, and then it'll jump.
Picture, so,
and then then we have to hit manually back, right? So yeah. So we have to press that.
Then back. So you see things are happening here. So I just wonder why it didn't work on Mac, but
all right. So
start a new.
All right. So let's try it on the Mac, right? So we're on the Mac. We're on Windows, right?
Yeah, I just start FileMaker again because I had something like 5 or 6 sessions running.
Oh, okay. All right, great. So you other folks want to take a picture and try it out, see what happens? Please take a safe for work photo, if at all possible. If not possible, then you'll get scrubbed in the editing out.
I see Peter's question. So the plugin places the control on top of whatever you do. So it's not scrolling because FileMaker scrolls and doesn't tell the plugin that it's scrolled. So we have no idea about that. If you like to resize the control, I think we have a function. I may add a function to actually reposition the control after you maybe switched something. But basically for this purpose, you may just want to have the picture somewhere statically, the camera preview. On a layout, you may use a card window if you like.
Oh, part of the slowdown here is that when you jump to the layout on the webcam, you should probably just create a new record because it's downloading whatever image was already there. It's downloading it, right? And we don't really need to download it at the bottom because you don't create the record until you capture the. Because I'm sitting here spinning.
No, it works.
Okay. Okay, so mine on my Mac just did not work. So on my end, it's a fairly high-end MacBook Pro with the i7. It's fairly about a year old.
Okay.
So
yeah, one way could be we could remove the preview here, or we could just make a new record. Yes.
Yeah, make a new record, right? Just make a new record would be great, and that way it doesn't force that record to load. Because I think you might be running into a timeout issue with the.
So let me change the script quickly. So
when you go to the layout in the preview, yeah.
So here, go to layout, new record.
Yeah, new record. There we go.
record.
Thank you. So we might end up with some
So,
blank ones, but whatever, that's not a problem. So,
and when I take picture, we could say if is empty dollar image.
uh-huh.
Oh, if not is empty,
There you
and the
go.
field, of course, the field here.
Mm-hmm.
So then we create a new one.
Mm-hmm.
It's already a picture. So
Okay.
So let's try again.
Okay. Use webcam.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm actually got it on the laptop working. We'll have to submit a picture of Clarice because that's such an important thing here. So there's Clarice.
Yeah.
Clarice to the rescue. There we go. And then I'll hit back and yay! All right, so let's see. Let's go to my copy here. Where's my copy at?
But if I see a new record, I can go to it.
Yeah, go to the new record. There's I have a new.
Yeah.
Well, I put a new record in there. Let's see. It should be there.
No,
Oh,
that's
piece of
another
paper.
one.
That was awesome. So
Yeah.
what else do we have? Anything else?
Where's your Clary record?
I have record 32. I'm on 32. Go back to.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
NJ
What
had
NJ said. What does NJ say? Let's do a little
put a
troubleshooting.
screenshot.
I can't.
Invalid AV capture reference number.
They need to go through the config on their camera.
Now,
Right, 'cause
this has to run once to get a session ID,
Uh-huh.
and if this didn't work, let's say here, well, you always need to have error checking to make sure.
Okay, so go ahead and do the error checking.
So if like empty or if $ session ID is empty, then we could say dialog and you are not supposed to run this script now.
Yeah, you're in big trouble. Okay, so exit. Well, yeah, I don't exit the app.
I had the same issue that NJ had, and I fixed it when I went initially to livestream. Then I hit use webcam, and that's when it finally FileMaker asked to use the webcam. So.
Yeah, there are system preferences on macOS and security, privacy, where you need to have the checkbox for FileMaker to be allowed to access the camera.
All right,
That's something on Mac.
So
I think we also have a function for that. I think no, also.
Oh, request permissions. I saw
There
something
it
about
is.
permissions.
Here.
Yeah.
Also in status for media type. So you can ask whether FileMaker is allowed to use the camera.
Okay.
So you could do that in a script.
Okay. So
We could add
so
that.
for this to work, we have to do the initialization first, then the preview, right?
Yeah.
Is it so initialize actually? Hang on. Oh, the initialize actually has initialize in it and the preview both. So
Yeah.
okay. So do me a.
I will add an extra thing here, like if
Okay.
if it's macOS, MBS. Like you could ask with FileMaker, but I have a function for that. So we could ask the status. Because this, well, we don't want every application to be allowed to take your picture. So video. So we have 4 different results. If
it's not authorized, then you need to do something. Yeah.
So if else if was it
Not restricted.
Daniel is bad
or not determined. Not determined. Yeah.
So this is fine.
Okay.
There's a dialog,
Mhm.
and yeah, and access camera. Please go to System Preferences, Privacy, and enable camera for FileMaker. Oops. Exit. And if it's not terminated, we don't know yet. So we will ask. And for that, we have the request function here.
Nice picture, Margaret. That's a good one. And then someone else is in there. I don't know who that is. He's got the FileMaker version 4 5 box behind him. Who is that? Who is that good-looking person in there?
So request permissions. So this will then ask if you are allowed to do and return OK or error.
NJ.
So it will ask, and then you can try again the button. So let me see what happens here in the debugger. So step or data viewer. So my status here is authorized.
Authorized. Okay.
So.
Okay, great.
So anyway, it goes through. So for other people, it may put up a dialog box saying we may need camera access. And if you don't have it allowed, you will get this dialog. But that is some code which nowadays is mandatory.
Yep.
And I would assume that eventually Windows will have something similar.
Well, the Windows issue was when you initialize, are you just going to the first camera you have? Can you go back to initialization real quick and let's look at the initialize real quick, because
this is just pick first camera.
So it's getting the first camera if there is a camera, right? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we check here for no camera.
Okay.
And I don't know how many people
I missed that. I was zooming in. Okay. Then this takes the first camera and this is, you start counting by 0, right? So first camera is 0, second camera is number 1. Okay, got it. Got it. Cool. All right, anyone else want to take any pictures besides NJ? Foxy Jack, Gadidi, NC, Jack the Ripper, Lynn.
They're nice pictures to show.
Margaret took a good picture in there, wasn't too bad. That one's blank for whatever reason. Okay, and then 36, and then is blank, and then 30.
Someone took a picture of paper at some point.
Yeah,
they had like their thing taped over their camera.
Yeah, so this is NJ right here. It'll pop up here in a second. There we go. That's NJ. All right, great, awesome. And then this is Margaret. So yeah. All right, cool. Questions that we have: Alpha Lima 92651. Anyone? DeCinco.
I just copy here the error message.
Okay.
I mean, it could fail for whatever reason.
Okay.
Oh, David was testing the scanner. Got it.
David
That was what the paper was.
I mean, this is really great. I've seen demos on this kind of stuff where people use Apple scripts and stuff, but this gives you a block of code that works universally on Mac and Windows, which is great. I think it's wonderful.
Can we get, people want to know if they can get the webcam stuff to work for iOS specifically and WebDirect?
Yes. No, not WebDirect. But for iOS, we have a couple of here.
Okay.
80% of the functions work on iOS, so you can use it on iOS. But for WebDirect, the plugin is running on the
server.
On the server side, so there's no access to the browser.
Yeah. So this is why I'm not a fan of the WebDirect. So admin me. Yep, there we go.
Hopefully that answers your question.
Well, technically on WebDirect, you could have a web viewer, load some web page, which does the recording, and then maybe talks back with data API to your database.
Yep, you can do it that way. JavaScript. Totally different track. The level of complexity is way deeper for that. Yeah, I don't know. WebDirect continues to be this albatross around Claris's neck. I had a meeting with another CEO yesterday, and they have some very serious suggestions on trying to get Claris to fix some things, and some like near-term fixes they could do pretty easily to implement while they're taking longer to work out their new stuff initiative.
We have another live stream coming in a few weeks.
Really? What is that live stream about? Tell us, what is that live stream about?
Drag and drop here. I mean,
drag and drop. What are we drag and dropping?
We can drop files from the Finder or the Explorer on FileMaker and decide what to do. We can take attachments from Outlook and drop them on FileMaker. Yeah.
Does it work on Windows?
Yes, this is. Oh, no, not again.
Shocking.
I have to fix the links, but drag and drop is here. So this is Mac, and a lot of this for Windows too.
Wow. Okay. So that's a percentage of compatibility there. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, of the functions, because here you can see there are a couple of functions on Mac only, because there are things you can do on the Mac which you don't do on the Windows platform.
And then vice versa. It looks like at least one.
Vice versa, probably two.
Yeah.
So let's see. So there's probably some Windows only function here. There, Windows only. The file descriptor. That's what we need for the Outlook thing, to get pictures from your email directly into FileMaker.
Show your face, Christian Schmidt. We want to congratulate you on a job. Well done. 2 days of awesomeness. It's been really quite good. NJ's clapping. We need a crowd. You can't really hear a crowd in here. It's just me and Clarice, and she's not very loud. So anyway.
I mean, you could look up a YouTube video.
Clap. There we go. YouTube video. Clapping, clapping, clapping. Amazing plugin. Yeah. There we go. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Yeah, see, that makes us feel much better, doesn't it, when you have that going on, right? When you have the
So, thank you. And if you have any ideas for new plugin functions, please let me know.
Oh, yeah, because he only has 6,949 and he wants 6,051. So, yeah, so if you could help him break 7,000 functions, we're gonna have the 7,000 party here. 7,000 functions. How far are you till 7,000? How many more?
6,743. That makes it
about
exactly,
250 or so, about something like that.
257, yeah.
257 will be a big 7,000. Woo! All right, everyone. Appreciate it. Have a good day. We'll catch you tomorrow. Good job, Christian Schmidt.
Thank you.
Go buy the plugin, everyone. Go buy it. Take out the money. Let me help you out here. Take out the money. Take one of these. Maybe one and a half of these. Not very much. Go buy it. Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!